Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Roving Mars. And I was incorrect yesterday when I said that this is a Nat Geo thing. This is actually a Disney thing. Disney, it's a short, technically. They treat it like it was a documentary, but it's 40 minutes long. It's from, when are you? 2006? From 2006. And it basically chronicles the development of the Mars rover's Spirit and Opportunity, the first to land on Mars of their kind, to be able to explore and do mineral research and things like that. It's to say that it was no small feat to get there and to do what they did, get to do everything they were intending to do, is a complete understatement. Um, Spirit landed first, then Opportunity a few weeks later. But the idea that you have to understand that when they launch these things, and it's not just a mineral research vehicle, it's also a rocket ship kind of spaceship kind of thing. It's got to do a number of different things, and not also transmit back data and pictures and video and God knows what else. Anything they need, because this is you don't get really a whole lot of tries in this. It's immensely expensive and it's immensely complicated to get these things, literally dropping something on another planet, something that we have not done before. It's kind of crazy that that's something we're able to do. And no, it's not human, but we're not at that point yet. Space Force or not, we're not at that point. But these machines, Spirit and Opportunity, which they as they describe in the thing, they've taken on a personalities of their own, be able to handle things that they didn't imagine they could handle. They talked about the shortcomings and the struggles they had, and just getting the parachutes to work right, and the making sure the landing, was had to happen with pinpoint accuracy. It's astounding the amount of people and the amount of failures they had to go through in order to make these things succeed. And even then, it's a 7-month trip between Earth and Mars, when the planets are properly aligned for the shortest trip. It's kind of it's any superlative I could put on this is never going to do it justice. The people at NASA and JPL that launch and then monitor these things, it's thrilling to watch the footage of them in their spaces when the thing takes off and when the thing lands. When both of these things land, it's genuine, just joy at hard work, accomplishing something that we couldn't have ever truly imagined 100 years ago. And to think 100 years from now, assuming we can keep it Trekkie, I want to be alive for that, but yeah, unlikely that's going to happen. But yeah, this is Spirit and Opportunity opened up a new world for this. Curiosity obviously followed along. Just as a footnote to this, Spirit ended its journey, I think, in 2010. It died off, and then Opportunity, I think, died in 2018 or 19, and yeah, there's still exploration to come. And they're just scratching the surface. So they basically they look at the rocks and they try to determine whether life has or had the opportunity to actually exist there at one point, or if it still does. So it's it's for only 40 minutes. It's packed full of just fun little bits. Well, not just fun. Actually, I can't really say it's fun, unless you're really into this kind of thing and as a fun thing. But it's thrilling, is what it is. It's when you see. Now they do a digital recreation of the rocket launch and its various phases of breaking apart into space. Because honestly, it's the rockets that get it out of the atmosphere, and then once it's pointed in the right direction, it literally just coasts for 7 months to land on another planet, and then they got to brake hard because it's coming in at Mach 2, twice the speed of sound, and yeah, they got to stop it with parachutes and airbags. So yeah, the entire landing sequence, they show how they intended it, how it should have looked. Obviously, they didn't have cameras on Mars to show how it actually landed, but they have a recreation of, based on all the telemetry and everything else, to show how it happened or how they expected it to happen, and because it came out the other side and they were both able to do some exploration for a good long time, even though they've had a number of setbacks during that time. But hey, I'm telling you way too much already. You should just watch it yourself if you're into this kind of thing, into space exploration and everything else. This is worth a 40-minute watch. It's got an introduction by Paul Newman. So yeah, there's a it's a kind of a neat little short sort of documentary. So if you get a chance, check it out. It's on Disney Plus. Roving Mars. Let's pick tomorrow's entry. 6:30. Dang it, I feel we already had this one. I'm usually right about these things. No, we didn't. We had everything around it. We've had 6:26, 28, 29, 31, 34, 35, 36, 37. And we're just wiping out a whole bunch of stuff. But no, we didn't have 6:30 yet. 6:30 though is a movie, and it's something I expected to get to eventually. It's a Lizzie McGuire movie. So, yep, let's check that out. The Lizzie McGuire movie on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. See you back here tomorrow. Bye.